Hello there everyone and welcome back to Corey Loses for the third episode in our Zsinj Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.3.7 preview playthrough. I tried to change up the intro a bit there, it sucked. I don't know why I even bother. I should just stick with what was working forever. But anyways, again, welcome to the third episode here. We are recording this live on Twitch as usual for those of you watching on YouTube, so I will be doing my best to answer questions as we go. This is being recorded after there were some more submissions for patron units. There's about 13 that I haven't coded in yet. I think we have more patron unit submissions than we ever have before, despite this being one of the smaller GCs, so hopefully we'll be able to get everything in. We should be able to, as long as I don't super rush everything. But yeah, so there are a couple that have been requested that I've got on the spreadsheet. I just haven't got them coded in yet. We still have quite a few to build, so don't worry about that too much. We are going to record about 2 or 3 episodes tonight on this stream, and that'll get us through to, I think, next Monday, when we'll be doing this again. So if you want to see these episodes as they're recorded live, go to twitch.tv/CoreyLoses, usually on Monday nights. The time kind of varies a bit. But yeah, so we started off with some decent moves against the Empire, trying to give the New Republic a bit more breathing space, because I did turn on Cruel, which means the Imperial AI turns on, which normally they're passive, so the New Republic shouldn't have too much problem with them. We're focusing on the Greater Maldrood right now. I mostly just want to get these 2 planets, Colomex and Antimeridius. Maybe we'll even... No, we're not going to go for Contrum. We're kind of just focusing on building stuff up. So we've got the level 2 shipyard building there. Here we're at Gravan. Let's get a... you know what? Let's actually get Jimmy Neutron, Emperor's Revenge. That's not the right ship class, I don't think. Ace Striker of Spades. So I'll have to check that. I feel like that was supposed to be a Quasar. I don't think we're supposed to have any Venators. But yeah, I'll check that for next time. And hopefully you guys can't hear too much background noise. I have my window open because it's 6 trillion degrees out, I think is the number. What is it actually? It's only about 24 Celsius right now. It was like 32 earlier. My room does not stay cool very well. But I'm afraid to unpause because I don't know where we're going to get attacked. I think we probably are going to get attacked. Okay, I'm going to send you over to Kuwat and see if there's any issues you're going to run into. We've got these guys. And they are going to go into Colomex. Alright, not much going on there. There was a pretty big fleet in this area. Because we just took this. We took Centauri's, and I think we'd already taken the space over Colomex. I don't think we'd taken space over Antimeridius, but there were some scary things nearby. Now let's get Ocean State. Where is Zsinj, actually? He's in this fleet in Centauri's. Alright. We might want to move him over to take on this fleet Wedge is in. Enemy forces ahead. So I wasn't able to start the community challenge yesterday as I'd hoped, but we're almost at the point where that can start. The coronavirus cases in Ottawa have dropped significantly, and so some restrictions are starting to lift in Ontario. So it was like the first time in 3 months that I had a chance to actually spend time with my girlfriend. So that did prevent some of the work from being done, but honestly, that's probably the right decision anyways, so sorry, but whatever. So we should be able to start next weekend now. We ended up playing Jackbox on Sunday stream instead, which was fun. We haven't done that in a while. Alright, because we're also planning to move in together in the next couple of weeks. So we also needed, that was the first chance we had to like actually look at apartments together. Even if we were only able to use the online stuff, looking at listings online. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to really kill anything here. Rip Griffon. Alright, well, we could send this fleet in. I think that's actually a fair fight, relatively. Well, not fair. We'd win for sure, but I don't care. We're not being charitable to the New Republic anymore. Let's get... Well, we still have a couple of things building there, so I don't want to waste that too much. Let's do... Ocean State's already building, I thought. Elysium, Hades Pride, Peaceful Easy Feeling, Man Bear Pig Alert. Let's go for it.
We've located the enemy.
So this week I'm going to try to get ahead on datapad videos as well as the loses videos, get some modding done, get community challenge done is one of the higher priority things.
Underway. Moving into position.
The big problem, like the big difference in setting up the community challenge versus some of these Let's Plays is ground units are kind of hell to do with this system, with the unique naming, just because of how build limits work. So there's some stuff I've still gotta sort out with that. Like there's ways to do it that are functional but tedious, and I really want to have a way to do it that is not tedious. That would be ideal. Alright, you guys need power to shields. Much like they're doing. Alright, let's take out these CR90s. Ooh. I don't think we're going to be able to pull through the engines of any more of them. Alright, I'm okay with that. The assault frigate model has actually been redone, so that the dreadnoughts, they'll all be... Ooh, this is perfect. But yeah, so the dreadnoughts, the assault frigates, those will all probably be redone in the next update. Connor, I think, wanted to do the textures for the assault frigate dreadnought, and there's actually 2 or 3 versions of each. So Connor's going to be working on those. He's the one that did the textures for the new Golans as well. Okay, let's see if we can get to them before they leave. I don't think we can, but...
Ready for battle. Course set.
Hamasake is asking, is this dev patch? Yeah, this is being played on a preview version. It doesn't have everything that we've changed, but it has a fair amount of additional changes. Right now, the build is about 2 to 3 weeks old, so... All right.
Engines activated. Location plotted.
I assume they're just gonna leave, but maybe with Luke here they won't. I'm more concerned about killing the transports than Luke right now, because I'd rather stop their invasions. Killing Luke would be nice, but I'd rather take a couple guaranteed ground... Oh, well. Could have done that better. Okay. Well, at least we protected Griffon. Get you... Already got that there. And I think we'll get the pirate refugee base. Refuge, not refugee. Maybe we'll do that at Corson. I forget if the requirements for their special stuff involve shipyard level as well. So let's actually upgrade Eddie. And I'm going to pull these ground forces around to this side. Oops. Just going to close that. Sorry for that. And back to Twitch. There we go. This is not air progressive. This is one of the conflict-specific GCs.
Construction complete.
Well, Tridon, even if it's better to kill Luke, there was less of a chance of killing Luke because fighter heroes can be messy. Alright, you can have that. I don't need that right now.
Construction complete.
Alright, I think we can take Column X if we're careful. You know what? Let's get Liana up with this Starbase. Where's the pirate base?
Construction complete.
And
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I want to take the Greater Maldrood first. We might go for Hassan on Calamari though.
Reporting. Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, bring some raptors in. Have we used the raptors yet? I think we have. But let's get a support field base, because we're going to be kind of outnumbered here.
All right, men, take cover.
Veltman James is asking, are you and Ek streaming anything tonight? So Ek is actually, I believe, starting the next Joint Command series. So if you haven't seen Joint Command before, it's where Ek and I, over on X2, channel that X Gaming channel, but has me and Charlie as well doing content. But it's a series where Ek and I each play as the same faction, and we just trade off saves. So he does one stream, then I do the next. We did that as the New Republic in 2.3.5. Didn't finish it because the patch came out, but tonight he's starting it in Fall of the Republic. So if you're watching the YouTube version of this, then you can go check that out. The video will already be up for his first episode, and then I'll be streaming the second episode later this week. So I'm trying not to go super long tonight so that there's not too much overlap with those two. But I did need to get some recordings done. Alright, this is probably worth getting the AA turret. Me. It's very sad. Alright, you three need to go kill that before it heals up.
Roger that. Charge.
Order acknowledged. Right away, sir. Squad,
Get into the heal radius.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, they do have an AT-AT somewhere, which is kind of scary, but
Scanning target.
I think if we can get over to this,
Moving.
then we'll be in good shape. Alright, you guys can all get out.
reporting.
Let's bring in some TIE crawlers. I don't want to use heroes right now because we're kind of at risk of getting messed up.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so let's send some of you over there.
Reporting. Yes, sir. On my way.
Alright, now go for the ATPTs. Nice.
Moving out.
And we're going to want to turn one of these into a sensor. We'll have... Oh, there comes the AT-AT.
Ready. Ready. Brigade.
So let's try to hold off for that. Nice. Fall back. Fall back. Where's our healers? Here. Or, sorry, engineers. He's in D&D.
Moving to fire. Right away.
What is this? Is that a sensor? That is a sensor. So I'm just going to send some of these raptors over here. And again, raptors do have updated art from before. Oh, that's not... I have them highlighted. You mean that. So they're not just the weird guard things
Ready.
being kit bashed.
Awaiting orders.
Tank brigade ready. Target
All right, it's turnaround. Let's go after it.
coordinates. Roger that.
Copy.
You guys need to heal that.
I copy.
Infantry, get after them.
Go ordinance. Roger that. Give my
There we go. All right. What do they have here for production? That's an advanced factory. Okay, that's where the AT-AT is coming from. And we should have that killed before they get another thing in, so every problem is now solved.
Moving to secondary.
Oh, wait. I guess they had the real AT-AT plus the garrison ones. We should have enough forces here with infantry to stop some of that, so...
Advance.
Salsa's asking, are there any plans for Thrawn's revenge on Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion? So we do have our Sins mod called Star Wars Ascendancy. It's been a while since an update for that, because that would mostly just be me working, and the big thing right now is the art assets being put in... Oh my god, that's really loud. The art assets being put into Ascendancy that we've done over the last few years for Thrawn's Revenge. Oh, that's why. But the big problem there is that the program you use to rig for Sins is absolute garbage. So I hate working in it. So I am planning to go through the models and port them all in. It's just finding the time for it and not wanting to put my head through a wall when doing it. Because there's dozens of models we need to port in. The big thing with Sins, like, I really wish Sins had a workshop. Because if it had a workshop, I could just push the individual models, do them on their own, and people could have it all as it happens. But with Sins, you need to do everything at once. Because you need to upload any change you make. If you want to get it out to people, you have to re-upload the entire mod. Which I've spoken, like, I've requested it a lot, I've tried to argue for it. And Stardock has always said they had plans for something for it, but then it's never actually happened. Which, like, if I could just rig a model, it would go up. Then it'd be a lot easier for me to just do one at a time, push them out, and then it's great. But because there is such a limiting factor on, like, for it to be worth doing a release, you need to have a certain amount of content. That can be annoying to work with.
Standing by. Reporting. Give my sights.
And especially when part of like how I can justify spending time on modding is that it gives me more stuff to play on the channel. And Sin's videos, there's been a bit more demand for them recently, which is nice, but
Awaiting
they
orders.
tend to not do quite as well.
There they are.
So I still want to work on it. It's just finding the time is always the difficult part.
Mauler ready. Time Mauler. Copy. Fire.
All right, we have
Open fire.
that,
Ready.
Ready. Initiate sweep.
which isn't to say like I'm just doing mods to make videos of stuff. It's just it's easier to justify spending time on modding when I can say, well, at least it's giving me something I can do for work.
Attack that target. Attacking target. Form up.
All right, I think we got column X now.
Activating. Setting course. Commence. Ready. Run. Fire at will. Attacking. Targeting.
Ended up not using the heroes at all. Oh, can you guys just turn around and kill this guy?
Roger that. Changing course. Brigade standing by. Firing.
If the AT-AT hadn't come up this way, it probably would have been easier to go for the victory point, but considering how they distributed their forces, made more sense to go for the conquest victory. Giving you multiple ways to play. That's what we do. Alright, so that's good. We get this guy. It might even be worth selling these on Gravon and just doing that. Yeah, I think that's probably the right way to do it. I won't do it on Comkin because we're going to want to do that on Levian instead.
Construction complete.
But we do have a couple more ground units that we can throw into the mix over here.
Construction complete.
Alright, we're going to take this next planet into Meridius with Zsinj, but then we're going to move these guys down. Because it doesn't open up any extra access points, but I do want to make sure we use Zsinj a little bit and his supporting fleet, especially against this. This is a lot of stuff. Alright, Iron Fist, get on in there. Let's actually let him in first. Then we got this side towards the enemy. Malevolent. Russell's Revenge. Iron Fist, the little one. There you go, 3 coal. Regular Nebulon B. Nebulon B2. Annihilator. No, get in there, Nebulon B2. And I guess we'll throw in Bangier. Alright, Thurbon is arguably Maldrood's best space hero individually. Pterodok has a much better command bonus, which is... There's pluses and minuses there. Command bonus versus individual ship power. But having Zsinj come up against Thurbon is really useful.
Your command, sir. Attack commencing.
Reporting. Right away.
Alright.
I've got him. Reporting for duty, sir. Sir, I've got him.
Alright, let's actually send Zsinj on... No, okay, just shoot someone, Zsinj. That's all you need to do. They do have a Valaduja, which is going to be slightly more powerful in the future.
At your command. Frigate responding. Preparing for combat. Reporting in, sir. Destroy those laser cannons. Reporting in.
Alright, Precursor down.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Copy.
Bombers get in there. Bangier.
I have them now. Closing on target.
If you actually move, that's a lot more helpful. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. That sucks. Oh well. There we go.
I've got them in my sight.
Looking forward to the new Star Wars game, Twinkies asking. Yes, I am really excited for Squadrons. I haven't been this excited for a video game since Halo 3, actually. It looks like everything I'd want from a Star Wars competitive flight sim. And we just got confirmation that there is going to be like a ranked ladder, so that's really cool. Veltman James is asking, what are your favorite games to play and stream? Empire at War is up there. I really enjoy streaming RimWorld. It's really soothing. Games like that. Like, I'd love to do more Total War, but that never goes well. It just doesn't seem to be something people are that interested in watching, on my channel at least. Maybe if I put more time into building up an audience for it, then it'd do better, but it hasn't been much of a winner for me in the past. Zsinj, you're really making this harder on us. Get back there.
Moving out. Target locked.
Aside from that, like, Sea of Thieves is fun for a couple hours. I don't think I'm as into it as Ek and Charlie are, but I do enjoy whatever we do with each other. But I think my favorite series to do is Edge of Despair, the tabletop series. If that could be like a permanent thing we do on the channel, just have that take off too, that would be really cool. Because I love doing tabletop role-playing stuff, and the better that does, the more we can like put into it. Having like an actual production budget for that show would be amazing. Shaky's asking, which Total War do you prefer to stream? So on the channel, all I've done, aside from a Westeros spot, I think, for Shogun 2 or something, I did a Dwarf series in Warhammer 2, and I started a Wood Elf playthrough, but I think by the end of the Dwarf playthrough, I was getting like 30 views. That was years ago, but and the Wood Elf series wasn't doing super well even in the early episodes. And I don't really care, like, if something's not super popular, I don't care. The only problem is that if you have something that performs consistently poorly, especially something that's going to be that long and run for a few months probably for like 20 to 30 episodes, then that can actually seriously hurt YouTube's desire to promote the rest of your stuff. So it just, if something's gonna actively hurt the channel, even if I enjoy it, then I don't have as much room to stream it.
Construction complete.
Departure vector set. Destroyer reporting in.
But yeah, we've got a lot of plans for squadrons with like me, Ek, Charlie, Mark, Star Wars Explained, Shaq's. I've talked to Shaq about doing some stuff with it too. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I hope it's something that'll be just, we can drop in, play a few matches, and yeah. It's been a while since I've gotten into a new competitive game. There are very few games that I actually care about being good at, and Star Wars Squadrons is probably going to be one of them. Alright, we'll build that up. Well, we'll build up more defenses afterwards, because they're probably still going to attack that. And I'll drop the allegiances in here.
Right away.
On the ground, we're going to maybe 1 HP. No, it's not worth it. I'll build Nebula and B2 back up after it died. Well, there are some more defensive things, or ground things up here, not defensive things. But Eddie is built up, so let's actually grab the Apocalypse. And let's go in on Intermeridius. Guess you're in, you can lead us in now. Ooh, that's kind of scary. I think turning Cruel on the Empire on this map just neuters the New Republic, so I need to fix that to not actually switch it for the Empire.
Setting course.
It's going to be something we have to tune a bit more to individual maps.
I go.
Let's get the AA turret, and let's get sensors. I think the LAT's gonna come.
What do you want?
Well, let's go over there.
Are you certain?
Enemy unit sighted.
Do you have a plan yet?
All right.
Form up. Right.
We have like the worst stuff to kill these LATs.
Moving out.
Where is my victim?
Awaiting orders.
Here, just get over here.
No one is my superior.
Okay, Gazirin, you're gonna capture that for us. And we won't get a field base there.
Heading out. Copy. Attack that target.
Here, you guys get down here. We get one there. Let's get ATSTs, 2Ms. More 2Ms. Stormtroopers.
I copy.
Unit destroyed.
Let's move out.
Unit destroyed.
Attacking target. Keep going. Yes, sir. Engaging enemy. Roger that.
Construction
Reporting. This way.
Unit destroyed.
Okay. Let's get against these infantry up here. You guys back off.
Where is the enemy?
Because we need to repair some of our tanks. And let's bring up the 2Ms.
Awaiting orders.
Give me a target.
Stormtroopers, take cover, head in.
Tank brigade ready.
Unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Charge.
Kill these guys.
Let's go.
Alright, you made it far enough up. Let's head back. And
I copy.
New
head
coordinates.
back in there.
Reporting.
In space and on ground, we're probably going to need to turn up the healing radius. In space more because of the differences in the Z layer, but on ground it's because pathing is funny. It makes more sense just to make them less frustrating, even if it does make them more powerful. They're always going to be a priority for targeting anyways,
Let's go.
so
Affirmative. Reporting.
it's probably just the best way to handle that.
Ready.
Alright, let's get the sensor node. You guys back up. I'm going to send the 2Ms up a little bit more.
Scanning target. Rolling out. Ready for your orders.
And these guys...
Roger.
Alright, take cover.
Attack.
Battalion standing by. Roll out. Form up. Move into position. Moving to fire. Moving.
Reporting in.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. They have some vehicles coming up on there.
Roger that.
Copy. I'll copy. Targeting.
Let's get those. They're kind of filtering in towards these ones. So these stormtroopers are
This way.
winning out on the hill.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright, keep focusing on that. And let's get some more ATSTs.
Awaiting orders.
Some anti-infantry.
Deploying. Scanning.
And does this go into the base?
Initiate sweep.
No. We have to go up this way.
Unit destroyed.
Commander. Right away. Order acknowledged. Here's my sights. Ready. Enemy in range.
Copy. Unit destroyed.
Alright, you can start moving up. Here, let's try to clear out these guys. They're kind of pinned down.
Reporting in.
And...
I copy.
Roger that. Time order. Copy.
move our ATSTs up
Armor ready. Heading out.
so we can head around to this landing zone.
Ready. Changing course.
Reporting.
Activating. Fire at
Oh, I think this is an edit of the Corellia skirmish map.
right away.
No. Maybe? No. Because it'd be like a base up there, a base down here, base up here, and then with a river down the middle. It looks like it, but a pretty significant edit of it. Jesus, there's a lot there.
Ready. Coordinates.
Okay, we need the vision here.
Order acknowledged.
So let's claim that.
Roger that.
Unit
I've got
destroyed.
them on scopes.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Back off.
Unit destroyed. Yes, Commander.
Infantry, go kill that.
Fire.
Form up. There they are.
Providing backup. Open fire.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Heading.
Eh. Here, run them over.
Orders, sir.
And hit that.
Reporting. Attack that target.
Affirmative.
Alright, we're gonna need to back off on this side.
Backup.
Of course.
Send more down there. Having Gethzerian will help.
Inputting.
And I guess we are gonna need the transport.
Reinforcements.
Because we're gonna want more infantry.
Moving out. Advancing. Awaiting orders. Attacking target. Fire at will.
Yes, sir. They are in my sight.
Okay,
Ready. Over there.
so run back here.
Yes, sir.
New coordinates.
You don't want to be taking cover right now.
I copy. Scouting area. Let's go.
And we'll head up with the ATSTs.
Reporting in.
And we'll get you guys into the transports. Alright, take cover again.
Roger that.
And heal those ATSTs.
Yes, sir. Form up.
Form up.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Melvar, go reinforce them. This is where we want our vision,
Ready for your orders, darling.
and we want you over there to heal the TIE crawlers. Perfect.
Copy. Let's go.
Okay, let's push around the corner again.
Battalion standing by.
Pop them,
I copy.
and we can get some vision.
Constructing.
You can back up. Drop a few more troopers for us. Actually, I might put some back in,
Advancing.
Construction.
Ready to go.
and we'll go help in the north.
Reporting. This way. Scanning area. Right behind you. Reporting.
Oh, they have a field base here. That's part of it. So there were some issues with that. I pushed a fix that would stop the problem where they would sometimes stop the battle from ending. But we do still have an issue where the flag that actually spawns the units is still doesn't despawn. Sometimes because the script crashes, so that's something that we're going to be fixing before they get pushed into Fall of the Republic, because they're not present in Fall of the Republic in release builds just yet. But Bob did some new models for the... We may as well just unload these guys here now. Bob did some new models for the field bases, so they're kind of based off of the command posts in Battlefront / the movies. So we'll probably have some pictures up of those soon. But now they won't just be the bunkers.
Order, sir.
They will be in TR for a little while, but Fall of the Republic, when they're in the game, they'll actually be unique structures. And eventually in TR, they'll be switched over to unique structures for each faction as well. Or not for each faction, but faction-suitable ones. So different ones for some factions, some shared ones for probably the Imperial factions. But you get the idea.
Fall out, troops.
Alright, we want a sensor.
Node constructing.
Check it out. Awaiting orders. Squad, move out.
Alright, let's get up here. Let's get an ATST.
Ready. Targeting.
Always ready, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Because we really want
Roger.
this sensor.
We'll assist you. Acknowledged. Proceeding.
These are military field bases.
Reporting in.
Reporting in. Heading out.
We'll assist you. Acknowledged.
Alright, there. Oh, one of the structures here is a mine. Two of them are mines. Okay, so it's not actually that bad. Orbital bombardment on that one. We're at least into the base now.
Affirmative. Proceeding. Ready.
And y'all come up here.
Moving out.
Well, that's Lorna. Okay, so that's not a problem.
Form up. Right away, sir.
Melvar, pull out.
Awaiting orders. Firing. Form up.
Yeah, these are all anti-infantry, so we need to
Moving to position. Armor.
back all of our infantry out.
Just give me a target. Tank brigade ready.
We'll still be able to hit the this stuff from here. We just need to make sure we're not standing at the anti-infantry turret.
Ready. New coordinates. Roger that. Attack
Alright.
that target.
Anti-infantry turret.
Let's roll.
Anti-infantry turret. I'm just going to bombing run this one because it's farther off.
Awaiting.
Ooh, that's an anti-vehicle turret.
On my
Get out of there.
way. Bombing run. Activating. In attack position.
Enemies in.
Get out of there.
Attacking target. Copy. Not copy. Fire at will. Moving out.
Alright, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. There we go.
Reporting. I copy.
Lean more towards this side.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
So we're going to kill this, and then we're going to get our infantry to go for the anti-vehicle turret.
Coordinates. Let's
And now the vehicles can go in as well because it's going to be focusing on the infantry. It's already shooting.
squad. Move out.
There we go. Easy overpower.
There they are.
These are just turrets, so it's just the heavy vehicle factory left. A couple good ground battles this episode. Alright, so that's going to do it for our first episode. We're going to go for 1 or 2 more tonight. But thank you for watching, everyone on YouTube. We're going to keep going on Twitch. Hope to see you next time.